EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers and the Toronto Huskies. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Milton Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8.
Hey, Kappa.
Here's Herbert. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year. And he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Running right, it's Pollard to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Who finds his receiver, Watson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
At the 46-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his running back out of the backfield and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Run. Here's Herbert. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Tua going to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That stop made by Jack Campbell. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 16 yards, a first down. Going to run again here with Pollard. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Herbert. He connects with Hyatt. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Crowd right.
In motion right, that's Hyatt.
Crowd right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. In motion right, that's Hyatt. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. seconds of the first half. And the Huskies have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll give to Pollard running left. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Herbert going to change the look. Rolling to his right. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's taken in by Watson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Crowd right.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flushed out right. And complete once again to Watson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Let's go.
Herbert. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Huskies have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. George Karlaftis collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Welcome back to Toronto. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. 2nd and 11.
Five nine.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Herbert changing things up. It's caught, Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Huskies have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. Down the right sideline. He's on his way. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 128 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. He's got some space here. Oh, some strong running. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, 83 yards. And the Huskies use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hold the troops right. Let's go, let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 159 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, he's OP.
Here's Pollard again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. That one finds Hyatt, and he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.